Welcome to the Elite Dangerous Universe, Commander. My name is Drew Wager, one of the official authors who contributed to the narrative of the game. If you're just starting out and want a guide to the background lore of this remarkable game, you've come to the right place. This is the Elite Dangerous Lore Primer. The Elite franchise has been around since 1984, and the Elite Dangerous game is the fourth in the series. As a result, there is an abundance of background detail, thousands of websites, and millions of forum and Reddit threads discussing every detail. Trying to make sense of all this could be overwhelming, so I hope this summary may prove useful. Elite Dangerous begins at the opening of the 34th century. After hundreds of years of strife, humanity has hyperspace travel and has colonized an area perhaps 400 light years in radius beyond the solar system. In these core worlds, or the bubble as many now refer to it, humanity carries on its business. There are stations, vessels, outposts, and all that goes with them. Politics, conflict, trade, piracy, bounty hunting, and war. Beyond civilized space lies the frontier, the largely unexplored vastness of the galaxy. Out there are far-flung colonies, mysterious wrecks, and astronomical sights to wonder at. There are rumours of aliens too. The universe is a dangerous place. Humanity's darker side is prevalent out in the void, and justice is often dispensed by the business end of weaponry. Spacecraft ownership is common. Millions of pilots have taken to the void, flying between systems in a bid to raise money to improve their lot. Money remains the primary means to barter across systems, with universally accepted credits the medium of exchange. As you join the game, you'll find yourself in receipt of a handful of credits and a basic Sidewinder vessel. Many ships in the Elite Dangerous universe are named after snakes. It's not a bad little ship, but limited range, storage capacity, and inability to defend itself against stronger foes will tempt you into a larger vessel before long. To gain credits, you need to work. Trading is a sensible way to start, buying low and selling high. Missions may be available too, but you'll find that those who offer them require a certain reliability from you before they'll entrust you with the more lucrative jobs. You may consider bounty hunting, but you'd be advised to wait for that more potent ship before you rely on your weapons. Pilots are rated in a number of ways, their trading, exploration and combat prowess being assessed on a scale. In combat, you start out as harmless. If you survive your first few altercations, you may achieve the moniker of mostly harmless. From there, it's a progression, and perhaps one day you'll reach the heady heights of the elite. Some may decide that violence is not for them and pursue a more peaceful route to riches. You decide. No one's going to tell you what to do. However, a little guidance may be helpful. If your desire is to blaze a trail through the shattered wrecks of your enemies, we might suggest the Vulture as a worthy ship early on. Subtle it is not, but it's a fighter through and through. If exploration is your thing, you'll be wanting the Asp in its explorer form. If trading, start with a hauler and work your way up to a Type 6 transporter. Of course, it's early days to be making such a choice of career. If you're yet to decide, perhaps a ship that can do a little of everything will suit. You can't do better than the Cobra Mark III. Perhaps the definitive Elite Dangerous ship, the Cobra Mark III combines speed with enough firepower, storage and versatility to give flexibility in career choice. It's not the best at anything, but it can do all of them well enough. Its remarkable modular design makes it straightforward to fit out for any task, and many pilots, even with a surplus of credits, don't fly anything else other than this iconic ship. Ships have core componentry. Frameshift drives propel you across the light years. Lasers and kinetic weapons serve as a fence. Shields and armour protect your vessel from hostile attack. Other equipment can supplement all this, making docking easier or giving the ability to scoop fuel from stars. Bigger ships clearly have more space, but a smaller ship is quicker, more agile, and less of a target. Many ships are optimized for certain tasks, so choose carefully. Never forget the golden rule though. Accidents can happen. Your ship can be destroyed in many ways, and if you don't have insurance, it'll cost you dear. So, never fly without rebuy. Ships are also provided in very basic spec. You may wish to ensure you have sufficient credits to upgrade them effectively prior to launching from the dock. Once you've established yourself, you'll begin to wonder about the politics of the universe you're in. For the most part, you can ignore this if you wish, but a brief overview may serve to ground you. You can undertake missions for political powers and thus gain their affection. Working for one may make you less welcome in the others, so make your choice carefully. The Federation is the oldest superpower, centered around Sol, our original home where Earth still orbits. It is a vast conglomeration of corporations. Capitalism reigns here. Excessive consumption, greed and materialism remain the underpinnings of this society. There is boundless wealth and crushing poverty, often side by side. Presidential in style, the Federation is the largest human power in the galaxy. Its ancient rival of 1,000 years is the Empire, centered around the Achenar system. Founded in controversy, it is a radically different society, with rank and role being extremely stratified. Above all, the Emperor rules, and below her are the senators, the patrons, the clients, and then the citizens. Finally, there are slaves, they that work to keep the economies of the Empire afloat. Imperial design is suave and impressive. Society is flamboyant. Who you know matters more than anything. Bloodlines and breedings count for more than credits. The Alliance is the third, formed in the last century or so, mostly out of resistance to the other two. Its authority is based out of the Alioth system and offers an alternative to the capitalism of the Federation or the hegemony of the Empire. They claim freedom and self-determination as their founding principles. Acquiring some vessels may need you to offer services to these superpowers and gain rank with them. You may be called on to actively undermine the others in pursuit of such a rank, so your decisions may have future ramifications. You can also pledge allegiance to their representatives and join the play for power. Such choices will bring you rewards, but highlighting your political opinions in this manner will make you a target for others who do not share your views. You may find it easier to keep your politics at a local level. In every system there are so-called minor factions who vie for control of space stations in a local system. Many of your fellow pilots will be members of these and coordinate their actions in an attempt to leverage the economy. Work for them, and you'll receive preferential treatment and exclusive missions. But as ever, aligning yourself with one faction may make you an enemy in the eyes of others. The further you go, the more you'll encounter. And after a while you may receive invitations from other inhabitants of the void. The engineers are one such group, who offer bespoke upgrades to your vessel in exchange for materials and credits. If you want your ship to be the best at what it does, you'll need to visit these intriguing folk. If trading and fighting do not appeal, perhaps the void itself will call. Explorers have ventured across the galaxy, but only the tiniest percentage of the galaxy has been explored. Out there lies the unknown. Billions of planets, countless nebulae, all manner of astonishing sights. There is danger too. Neutron stars and white dwarfs are the obvious ones, but the lone explorer, far from help, is especially vulnerable. If you go far from home, make sure your ship is ready for the long haul. A breakdown that would be trivial close to the repair yards of a station might prove fatal 1,000 light years out into the blackness. Return your exploration data and you'll be paid, handsomely if you discover an Earth-like world. Plus there's the chance to get your name upon the galactic map if you're first to discover something new. And just maybe, you'll uncover the mysteries that haunt the darkness. For hundreds of years there have been rumours filtering back from the depths of space. Raxler, Perhaps the longest running Elite Dangerous mystery. Is it a planet lost in the void with hidden treasures? We don't know. Generation ships that left Earth long ago. An alleged conspiracy regarding the activities of the superpowers. Alien relics from millions of years ago. And beyond all that, the suggestion of alien vessels that roam the void, ambushing commanders. What you do remains your choice. You blaze your own trail, take risks, or play it safe. There's no right or wrong. So, welcome to the Elite Dangerous universe. And as we say around these parts, ride on, Commander, and 07.